It's the sounds of Majosi with Darling. You're listening to 919, Johannesburg's official feel-good radio station. Good morning to you. What we do is we are obsessed about telling positive stories. That's what we do. And so when we bring in guests to talk to them about brands, what the work the organization does, we kind of feel it's a masterclass. And I think this morning it's going to be a masterclass in kind of brand building and how a brand sees the role it plays in developing a country. Now, every brand has a journey, a story of how it found its place in the world, the challenges it faced, and the communities it chose to serve. The brand story, which is one of our features, uncovers the strategy, vision, and impact behind some of the most exciting brands shaping South Africa today. I must tell you, I went to their launch. It was a star-studded affair. And when I say star-studded, I felt like a star. It was at the Houghton Hotel. It was absolutely amazing. Our entire team went. And as you remember, we broadcasted live from there with Paul Angel and Abby. And yeah, it was so much fun. And they gave us excellent goodie bags when we left. The goodie bag. I normally judge an event by the bag that I get when I leave. And I thought a Fit watch, because you gave us all watches, right? Yeah. That's the voice of Iris Cao. I'm trying to practice a surname. And she is the marketing manager. And they gave us these goodie bags. But guys, it was like a Fitbit watch, like their latest watch. And the bag was just stunning. And I thought, this is an excellent event. And that's how I judge events. If you give me a poor going away gift, then I go, one of the other brands who had a launch a week before them, I won't mention their name, wasn't that great. Okay, so Xiaomi is a global leader in consumer electronics and smart technology, and its strategic move into the South African market. Now, it's known for innovation, affordability, and commitment. And right now, Iris, who's the marketing manager, joins me in studio. Iris, good morning. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So I'm still on the high of your launch, right? We talked about it the other day. In actual fact, he's wearing his watch that he got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he's not the only one. So the entire team, with the exception of myself, is wearing that watch because I was clever enough. I took the watch you gave me, and I gave it as a gift to someone.
Aww.
And I scored so many points. So thank you. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the brand. Let's talk about the rise. I mean, it was an interesting launch. I learned stuff about the brand that I never thought. So I kind of want to go back all the years. Talk to me about how South Africa was identified as a market and how you guys see the relationship with South African youth.
So we entered the South Africa market officially 5 years ago. So this is actually our 5th anniversary in South Africa. And as Xiaomi as a brand globally, we are also very young. This is also our 15th anniversary of the Xiaomi group.
So you're a teenager.
Yes, yeah, we are still a teenager in this game. But I think you could see the rapid growth in terms of our revenue and our shipment globally. Yeah. And currently we're sitting at number 3 in South Africa, according to Canasys.
Those numbers were amazing. Wow.
Yes, yeah. So from a baby and now to a teenager, and we are looking forward to, to be a full-grown adult in this market. And so our products come with different range and different type of smart devices, from phones to smartwatch you just talk about, and then to robot vacuum to blenders. Basically from the kitchen to your living room and to your personal smart devices, right? And for the South African youth here, they are very innovative, they are very tech savvy, and they are always seeking for the next trend in tech and what is affordable at the same time, with great quality for them to empower their everyday life and their work as well. So that's where we find the perfect fit for our brand and our products.
When Xiaomi first entered South Africa, what were some of the biggest insights you gained about the local consumer landscape?
Yeah, very interestingly, because before working in South Africa, I was actually working in Nigeria for 2 years.
Okay.
And yeah, I found it very interesting.
So you had jollof rice and everything else.
Yeah, sort of. But the key insight that we find the consumers difference is that here South Africans they are very loyal to brands, right? And as long as you offer them very good quality of products and with very affordable price, they would just like carry you, For example, we got messages from our loyal customers. They are saying they're still using the first generation of the Redmi Note 8 that we brought to the country. And, always praise how good the quality is. And then they just cannot wait to upgrade when it needs to be, right? So and then besides that, just like any other markets, as consumers, we are all looking for affordable yet high quality products. And this is us, Xiaomi offers you the full and sound solution in terms of tech.
It must be an interesting exercise to carve out a space for yourself in a market that already had other brands and and other well-established brands, and then only 5, and then you're the 3rd largest competitive brand in the country, right? What does that say about Xiaomi, not only from a competitive perspective but from a quality perspective, that you've had so many individuals that were willing to engage with the Redmi, adopt it, take it on, and for you to be able to carve out such a space in such a short period of time?
So besides the thing that we talk about, we offer very affordable and quality products. Besides that, I think it's also our view in this market probably different from the others.
And what's that view?
So we are young, we are innovative, and we are not afraid of making changes. And we believe inside of Xiaomi, we believe that innovation is for everyone. So everybody should enjoy the convenience tech brings, and that's our vision. And we are still developing that, and from enhancing our customer service to listen to our users' demands and needs. We do, brand survey every year, and a product survey as well, to, gather insights from our real consumers, and then their ideas, on how to improve our products. And then we're going to take actions, based on their feedback. So I think that's probably the difference between, us and then the other brands.
So I must tell you, so I go to your launch, right? And I'm an iPhone user. And I don't like iPhone. It was a gift, right? And I still battle with it every day. And then I'm sitting there, and you guys are presenting the new Redmi, right? The Note 14.
Yes, exactly.
And you take us through all the stats and stuff and what the phone can do. And we're looking at each other and we're going, what? This phone has the ability to dual record on either side of the phone, and I can't think of any other phone that does that allows you to record side by side. Then the amount of features and stuff at that price point really knocked me, because I thought, I think you guys get where the South African market is at, and not to almost speak down to your consumer, but by giving them the best at that price level and almost treating them like a premium customer that paid. I felt that the phone, the features of the phone was easily what you would pay for 25,000, 30,000 Rand, like some of the competitors. And I was just blown away at the level of technology at that price point for a consumer in South Africa. And I thought, you guys actually get us. We want something amazing, but we don't want to pay 40 or 50,000 Rand for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we always keep our products affordable so that the consumers, they can just pay for quality products without breaking their bank, right? And I think that's the least concern when it comes to Xiaomi's products. And like you said, for instance, the whole Redmi Note 14 series, comes with in total of 5 different products, right? So from the entry level of Redmi Note 14, which is 4999 at incredible connection, and it also powered with 108 megapixels. So you can compare with other, phones, and normally you're gonna pay more to get a quality phone like that.
Yeah.
And from the entry level to the highest range of this product line is the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G, and it comes with 200 megapixels. And as you saw, during our launch event, as well as your Google Gemini AI assistant,
yes.
all built inside of the inside of the phone. And besides that, we also have AI, added tools, for those young content creators or students who just love social media and then share their social life online. Yeah, it's definitely the go-to smartphone that they should have.
There was literally a moment where I thought maybe this phone is made for me, because it felt like a business phone.
Yeah.
And it really felt like a business phone. Not only am I able to take quality pictures, I'm able to do interviews,
Exactly,
have both images on screen. I was able to autocorrect, do a whole bunch of stuff. But then there was all these other features like circle to search and all these other things that I thought is quite useful for if you're a young business entrepreneur and you're looking for
Definitely.
an affordable phone that can actually do the work for you. I thought, wow, actually you might have swung me away from the brand that I'm currently using. Beyond smartphones though, Xiaomi seems to be, and you did this presentation of all the other things.
Yes.
The thing, I'm gonna declare this. I'm not a car expert, but I know a beautiful car when I see it. And I judge it by its sleek lines, and I look at kind of the technology. And then you showed us what I think is the car of the future. I'm going to ask you whether it's available here. I'm sure it's going to take a year or two for it to come into South Africa. But there's this range of other products past the cell phone that just says you guys are really thinking about a lot about kind of AIoT and the integration and how to make our lives simpler.
Yes. So Xiaomi is not only about smartphone. We are all about innovation, right? So our product line has a full range of different smart devices. Xiaomi is an ecosystem, right? So you can use your phones to connect with other smart devices, like the Xiaomi robot vacuum. I'm sure, the ladies back
we
home,
all know it. The husbands know it, wives know it, we all know it. We all had an argument about it at some point, too, whether we should get it or not. We all know it.
Yeah, so if you have a house or your flats, and of course you want to set yourself free from the chores back home, right? So having a Xiaomi, robot vacuum can help you that with your chores, and also you can connect your robot vacuum with your Xiaomi phone via the Xiaomi app, right? So basically, let's say
it's all integrated.
Yes, you're just on your way home, and then you feel like, actually I need to clean my living room. So just switch on the Xiaomi app, and then click,
on your way to work.
Activate your robot vacuum, and then it's just gonna do the job, and then by the time you are back home, everything's clean.
I think you just sold me on it, actually. Even our producers going, I think you just sold me on it. Actually, done. I think I'm gonna buy one. Okay, I'm in. How do you see that market evolving in South Africa? Because I think what you're also doing, and then not just you, I think the competitors too, you're educating us in real time by developing these projects. And these products, I think what you're also talking to and teaching us is about finding the work-life balance.
Yeah.
You're simplifying our lives by using technology in a very constructive way. Do you guys as leaders see that you're also educating the public as you develop and innovate?
Yeah, absolutely. Innovation is the core of our company, right, of Xiaomi. And like previously, I touched on how we believe, everybody should enjoy the power of innovation and tech. And that's why we make all these, different type of products, whether it's smart cleaning or appliance that's in your kitchen, from the smart blender to the smart rice cooker, right? Because you don't want to cook your rice in the pot every every day, and then you just have to stand next to it to control the fire, or you have to stir to check if it's burnt. But
I'm the only one that cooks rice in my house, so I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. So with all of our Xiaomi smart devices, it's definitely set you free and make your our life easier at that point. And once again, I think I believe we are the only one that have the full range of smart devices besides phones. So I think our mission in all the markets is the same. How are we gonna empower our users via our tech?
Yeah. Something interesting happened at the launch, and I thought it was such a clever little thing. Was that you actually created a campaign? Maybe the word campaign is too strong, but you developed content around the pronunciation of Xiaomi, because there were just so many people that pronounce it differently. And what I found really interesting was that you were able to have a laugh about it. It was quite an interesting advert, and I thought is the construct of humor, is the construct of kind of being light, understanding the different landscape, and then blending it into that campaign. I thought was very, very clever. Is the brand light? Is it fun? Does it see itself as a very conversational, very friendly brand? Because the ad definitely portrays that.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of topics and elements we can discuss in terms of the ads. To begin with, in South Africa, we have 11 different languages, and we have a very vibrant and diverse communities inside of the nation. And funny enough, so that's one very interesting insight when we do the research, that because of the language difference and people pronounce our brand name in various ways, and and then like you said, like Xiaomi or Xiaomi, but it's fine, whichever way you prefer to pronounce according to your language. We just want you to know, yes, Xiaomi is like your Xiaomi, right? Your tech Xiaomi. You can trust us in our quality of products, in our service, and then we are always there for you. And besides that, like you said, we are a very friendly brand. When we came to the country, we don't come here with the arrogance or you have to
preconceived ideas.
Yes, and our vision as a brand is that we make friends with our users, right? And no matter is our founder or our management, they always make sure that all of us make friends with our users and be there with them, listen to them and listen to their demands, listen to their needs. How are we gonna go from this step to the next step?
Yeah, and as you now know, because as you've said, we are constantly engaging with our chomis, right?
Yeah.
We're constantly talking to our friends, right?
Yeah.
We are to our market. So you know that the South African youth, they're highly engaged when it comes to technology, social media, and digital entrepreneurship. Talk to me about making sure that the positioning always stays on point when it comes to kind of this digitally savvy generation.
Yeah.
How do you, and you've already said we constantly engage with them, but what else internally is happening to make sure that you're always on point?
Besides us as a brand, how we communicate with our users, especially the young generations, and we can also talk about the products, right? Our products, for example, the Redmi Note 14 series, the highest...
Which is hot, it's fresh. It was just launched not even 2 weeks ago. So if you get it now, you're one of the first million to get it. So go and get it, it's fresh. I'm looking at it right now. Unfortunately, Iris didn't bring us a phone because I'm 50 years old, but he's 20. So I don't fit the market. But anyway, yes, you were saying. Sorry, I was interrupting you.
No problem. So for instance, our Redmi Note 14 series, right? The megapixel, the clean camera comes with 200 megapixels. So whether you are a student in varsity or you are a content creator, and it is powerful for you to do your content creation. And besides the camera, it also comes with a long-lasting battery life. At the same time, up to 512 gigabytes of storage. So basically,
Sure,
you can
that's massive.
yeah, you can store as much content as photos and videos, whatever you do, in your daily life, and then just, you don't have to worry about, you don't have any RAM
Running
or
out of
ROM.
space, yeah.
Yeah, and besides that, one very interesting feature that's inside of the camera that I personally like is that we have, when you switch on the camera, it has a documents feature, right?
Yeah.
So, whether you are in your class or you are in a meeting, just switch on the camera and then snap the photo of the document.
Yes, that's one of the
without
features
taking
I
notes.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, without taking notes. And then you can even get it translate, right? Let's say you have an international meeting and then that's
Yeah.
probably Mandarin, then you don't know. Just use that feature and then it will translate from Mandarin to, English for you.
And Iris, that's why I thought this could be an excellent business phone.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it
definitely.
it has all those features. Like
Yeah.
if you really are not into the other brands, this is like really a fun. I didn't even want to say entry level, but it's a really great business phone because you're able to take the notes, translate all of that kind
Exactly,
of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's basically all in one.
Yeah, it spoke to me from that perspective. As we wrap up this conversation now, obviously you've hit milestone after milestone, and I'm sure that you're happy, in terms of where you are. Obviously, can you grow? Can you become number 2? Can you become number 1? Definitely. But how do you guys reflect on the milestones thus far? Are you, in terms of the investment into South Africa, does everything point in the right direction to say that we have actually, this is the right place? Africa from a continental perspective is the right expansion for Xiaomi, and that we need to do maybe more, develop more, invest more. How do you see that stuff?
Yes, definitely. South Africa is one of the key markets for Xiaomi in Africa. And as our, the growth, keep growing, and our products also keep expanding as
and
well.
Evolving.
Yeah, and then we do have plans to further our business, by localizing the productions inside of South Africa. By that, we can offer more jobs to the youth, to the people who are, fitting in the positions that will be open. And that's definitely in our, future plan, not in a very far future, in the near future. And also, we also believe, actions speak louder than words.
Definitely.
So I hope all of our consumers, they can just watch us and then also give us feedback like they usually do. And I believe in the near future, Xiaomi is going to offer not only job opportunities, but more innovations in South Africa.
Yeah, and that's the vision, that's the commitment you make to this market.
Yes, definitely.
Iris Cao, I'm trying to get your surname right.
You did it perfectly, don't worry.
Thank you very much. Marketing manager from Xiaomi, talking to us about this innovative brand. I mean, what a great brand story. And this is what we try to do Mondays to Fridays, is to introduce you to brands that really think about their presence in the country, how they can build this home that we call South Africa. And I promise you that by next year, when we do another interview with Iris, she's probably more South African than
Of course. I'm already half South African.
You already are. Because I was wondering, I was thinking to myself when you said chomi, I said, like, when did you hear the word chomi for the first time? And now you know it means friend. When did you hear that?
Love that. That's a lovely name. Yeah. So the first time I heard that, I think it was on TikTok. As for me, I always love to learn, what South Africans love, what they talking about on a daily basis. And I'm a huge fan of this series. Like, Mzansi is a movie, like talking about all the crazy stuff that's happening in the country. Like I said, everybody or every, content on social media or whatever, that happen around me, there's always something I can learn from to help me get to know more about the people, the market, and how, I can adjust my strategies or my plans to really help the people that need our products. So love that. Love the culture, love the people, love the food.
We're wrapping up, but you said something, and I want to just do a quick follow up.
Sure.
We as South Africa, at the current moment, we are dealing with the perception issue globally. First Trump with us and lots of other issues. Have you found that you've had to kind of educate, whether it's colleagues, families, friends, about, in actual fact, guys, South Africa is amazing. It has its challenges, but in actual fact, it is an amazing country with friendly people that are open and willing. And have you found that you've had to have those kind of conversations in the last 6 months to a year?
To begin with, not from my company, but for me personally,
Yeah.
I believe any other countries shouldn't intervene. The other countries' home business, home affairs. That's not your, and so for me personally, I had great experience in South Africa. Not talking about business-wise, but
Just
also personal level.
Meeting people, going out,
exactly,
feeling safe.
Like the kids, the young people that I'm working with, like Nonto here, they are so resilient, hardworking, creative.
I love that. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, and and the country is so beautiful. For me as probably an outsider to see if someone try to separate you, from your own culture, it's despicable. You cannot do that. And I don't have to educate my families because they know, and from the histories, from Mandela, and from World Cup, from the music. And we all love, what's happening now. And we all, certain that that's going to be a even brighter future for South Africans.
I love that. Thank you very much. We'll leave it on that incredibly positive note. I just want to point out one thing. You talked about Nonto being a young one. If people saw you, you look 15. So I don't know what that means. But anyway, thank you for coming into studio.
Thank you
after
so much.
10 o'clock, we have a chat to Kantham Pillay in our feature, How to Fix South Africa. We'll unpack what's happened this week, and he'll give us solutions on how to create a better South Africa.